2023 IGCSE paper question 123. Hopefully you've had a go at the question, you've had a go at the mark scheme, and you're now wondering, how could I do this question better? And now we're just going to do a little walkthrough of the question and what to do. So it's a series question. There we are. So let's just look at that information that we're given. So it tells us the first term of the series, so A equals 2t plus 1. It tells us that D equals 3, and it tells us that the nth term, 14n minus, is equal to 14n minus 5. So what does that tell us? That the first term plus the number of terms minus 1 times by 3 must equal that. So we can now work out n. Just sorting this out, tidy this up. So 12t an expression for n minus 3 must equal 3n. So n must equal 4t minus 1. So we now work that. So we now know the number of sequence. And it says, the question asks us, find the value and the sum of the series. So I need to work out an expression for the sum of the series. So the sum of the series is the number of terms in a series divided by 2 lots of the first term plus the number of terms minus 1 times by d. Right, we know n is 4t minus 1. We're dividing that by 2. Just going to make this bigger so you can see it more. So that's 4t minus 1. We know A is 2t plus 1. We know n is 4t minus 1, so that's going to become minus 2. And our difference is 3. Let's just do a little bit of tidying up in that algebra. Don't forget the plus in there. Plus 12t minus 6. Let's carry on tidying it up. Let's divide the 2 into there. Two can come out of that to give me 2 times 4t minus 1, 4t minus 1, which gives me 2 lots of 4t minus 1 squared. Back to our question. Work out the values of P, Q, and R. So P equals 2. Q equals 4, and R equals 2. Right, so that's my go. You've watched it, you've seen it. We'll most probably refer to it as we come to the you do. So let's have a look at, the we do. Let's have a look at this. So looking at this, what does it tell us A is? So let's write that down. A equals 2t plus 1. What does it tell us D is? What does it tell us that the nth term is? So what do we do to work out the third? How do we find an expression for the nth term? What are we going to write down? So it's the first term plus the number of terms minus 1 times by d. So let's write that down. The first term was the number of terms, minus 1, and what's our difference? What are we going to do with this now? Let's just make this bigger so we can work through it. What are we going to do with this now? Well, we tidied it up. You tidy it up, press pause, and then you can watch me tidy it up. D was full. I've worked that out. What am I going to do next? Let's go back to that question. What does the question tell me? Ask me to do. It says the sum of the first n terms. So we're going to work out the sum of the first n terms. How do we do that? We use our rule from which is on the start of our exam paper. So that is going to be what? And you write it down. You have a go. Press pause. Yep, that's correct. Number of terms divided by 2. 2 times the first term plus the number of terms, which is 2t minus 1. Take another 1 times by the difference of 4. Let's tidy up the algebra. You tidy it, come back to me. That was a plus 2, wasn't it? Sorry, whoops. We'll tidy that up. The 2 goes across there, so I've got 2t minus 1 times by 6t minus 3. 3 comes out of that, so that gives me 3 lots of 2t minus 1, 2t minus 1, which gives me 3 lots of 2t minus 1 squared. We've tidied that up. Now go back to the question. What does the question ask for us to do? The question asks us to state what P is, what Q is, and what R is. So you should have P equals 3, Q equals 2, R equals 2 as well. Brilliant. Now go back to the website. There's 2 more questions, at least in the booklet. Have a go. Well done.